So, how do you connect all these hardware things? Like, how do you connect a monitor to a keyboard to a...
Through a modem?
With a USB port.
Through a USB port. And what do you plug into the USB port?
A plug.
Do you plug in?
So, cables, right? Typically you plug in cables to these things and you connect them through wires. But more recently, there's been a huge movement towards wireless connectivity, right? This keyboard that's on here, on your screen right now, on the screen, is a QWERTY keyboard, and it operates off of a technology called Bluetooth, right? And Bluetooth is a wireless technology, so it through this keyboard I can connect to my tablet, right? Let's say my iPad, and I can type onto my iPad without having to touch the iPad screen. I can type using my traditional keys, which I really like sometimes. Right? But no wires connect the two. There's no space here for a connector, there's no anything. There's not even a place here for me to plug it in because it operates off of batteries. I just put in 2 AA batteries and I'm good to go. Bluetooth technology, you guys may remember something called infrared technology, right? Which is the traditional remote control type technology. You have to point your remote control at your television or at your stereo and you press a button and something happens, right? So the infrared technology has to be in line of sight. So those two, the two things have to be facing each other in order for that technology to work. For Bluetooth to work, it can work from up to 33 to 35 feet away and does not have to be even in the same room. Right? It'll work through walls, it'll work through sometimes through ceilings, although, you know, I don't know why you would want to do that. But you can connect these things. And I have a funny story to tell about this. My colleague, Lynette, who some of you know, was one time sitting at one of our Mac computers, and she was practicing because we had just gotten the Mac computers, and I was sitting at my desk about 15 feet away or so, and as she's working, her computer starts acting weird, and it starts doing things that it shouldn't be doing. And it starts talking when it shouldn't be talking and navigating to different things when it shouldn't be doing any of that, right? And I'm sitting at my desk with this Bluetooth trackpad playing a trick on her. So I was controlling the computer while she's sitting at the desk, and she's saying to me under her breath, she's like, "This computer's crazy. Gus, there's something wrong with this computer." And I'm like, "I don't know." And I'm like, "What's going on? I don't understand." And I'm trying to play along, and I think I let it go for about 5 minutes, and then she came over and tried to hurt me, but thankfully I'm still here.
Sounds like you're married, huh?
Well, I do sometimes refer to her as my work wife. That's absolutely right. So that's why I wanted to kind of come back. The trackpad, it works very similarly, right? This doesn't, I showed this to you guys a few minutes ago, this doesn't have any cables or cords. It works via Bluetooth technology as well and on battery power. So anything that I do, I can do from a distance of up to 33 feet away. So if I want to relax and I want to play music on my computer, I can do that from my couch, you know, and I don't have to be sitting in front of the computer to change music or to go to the next track or do different things. And it's really a nice thing that's come out of, you know, not wanting to have these wires and cables, because especially Apple computers, they've started to not use, they want everything to be wireless. I think the only wire that comes out of most of their computers is to go from the computer to the power supply, to the plug in the wall.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. That's why we're here. I
Um,
want your question. Yes.
I really don't understand what Bluetooth is. Does it come, does a new laptop or come already with Bluetooth in it?
Most new laptops do have Bluetooth capability, yes.
Capability.
Capability.
What if you don't
So,
have it? Then
You don't have to use it.
But what if you want to use it? I mean, the older computers don't have it.
The older computers do not have it, so what they do is they make Bluetooth emitters that you can plug into a USB port, so it can actually give your computer Bluetooth capability.
So Bluetooth is synonymous with wireless?
Right.
Yes, the in a
Infrared?
I mean, just in the simplest...
so Bluetooth is a wireless connectivity technology, but wireless does not necessarily mean
I
Bluetooth,
understand.
right? So, because infrared is also a
So
wireless
it's a type of
technology.
wireless.
Yes, absolutely.
One of the major difference with Bluetooth is it's one of the few things that everybody agrees on. It's a standard.
Yep.
So Bluetooth works the same on a Windows PC, it works the same on a Mac.
That's right.
Works the same on a Linux computer.
Awesome.
All of the compute, that's one of the few things they all agreed on.
Okay. So just to repeat what our guest in the back said, yeah, that Bluetooth has become a standard type of connectivity tool or connectivity technology. And yes, it's cross-platform. It's something that
So-
every platform has and uses and has agreed to, I guess,
So
if
it's
you want to.
compatible with everything?
Any Bluetooth enabled, like I mean, you have to know how to do it, but yeah, if your computer has Bluetooth, is Bluetooth enabled, you can connect it to a Bluetooth speaker without wires, right? Or if you're, for example, I have an iPhone and I have, I think, 5 Bluetooth speakers in my apartment. So they're strategically placed so that whenever I'm in a certain place, like especially the one that's glued to my shower door, which is waterproof, so I can listen to radio or television or whatever from my iPhone when I'm taking a shower in the morning, and it's nice to be able to listen to music and not have to bother anybody. Yeah?
Do you listen to singing in the radio?
Right, so Bluetooth is just a type of connection technology, and that's all it does, is it connects one thing to another. And the way it works is that or the terminology that we use for connecting to Bluetooth-enabled devices is pairing, right? So we're pairing these two, or connecting them so that they recognize each other. So for example, if I have a keyboard and I have an iPad, and I connect them, that keyboard and that iPad are going to work together. So that keyboard will not pair with another device at any time when that particular iPad is in its general vicinity. Right? It can only pair with one device at a time.
Oh. Now,
Okay?
what about the,
Yeah.
okay, so there's the Bluetooth that you use for the phone, for the cell phone, right? That Bluetooth, you can't pair it with nothing else, right? It's only
Well,
for,
what type of Bluetooth are you speaking of?
The
Bluetooth is just the technology that connects it, but there's
I'm talking
Bluetooth
about
speakers,
the ear-
keyboards, earphones.
earphone, like instead of
Yes.
you using the earpiece to your phone, to your cell phone, you have that wireless part that you don't even have it connected to the
Correct.
phone.
Yeah. So if that Bluetooth earpiece is paired with your phone, it won't pair with any other phone.
Oh, okay, so that's
Yeah.
only for that phone.
Yep.
How does
And
it
you can disconnect it and pair it with a different device at some point if you'd like, right? It's not like you don't have options. But in any given moment, though, that earpiece can only be paired with one device.
Right, but can I use that same Bluetooth, let's say that I wanted to listen to the speakers or something on the computer part, can I use the same Bluetooth or no?
You would have to disconnect it from the phone. Is that what you're asking?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, but I don't know how to disconnect.
Well, you would have to not have it paired or actively paired in the
Oh, okay,
moment. Yeah.
okay, so something has to be done to change that situation.
Well, it can only function with one connection at a time.
At a time, okay.
Right,
But
one
you said at a
active
time.
connection, excuse me.
That's what he was saying, though, at a time.
Okay, so that-
Disconnected.
So you can
That's fine, I
definitely
wanna
do
use
that.
one thing.
Right, just one time, yeah.
how
But
do
you can't bring in the audio from your phone and your computer at the same time on the same device,
One at a time.
right? That's, yeah.
Okay.
No, well, how do you connect it, though? I mean, is that something I'm totally missing?
There's
It's not
different way,
important.
each operating system has a
Okay.
different method of connecting. But typically with speakers, this is not so, but with keyboards and other types of input devices, there's what's called a pairing code. And you have to type in or enter a code
Oh.
to make sure that you want that to happen. So that way people can't pair with your phone just because they feel like it. You actually have to type in a code, and the device has to recognize that code as an official code.
You can
Right.
change change it, it's like a combination.
Yeah.
So you,
Okay.
once you,
That's a good one.
the first time you set it up, you say, I'm gonna change the combination, and
Mhm.
these numbers correspond to this device, and anytime I get near it, it will activate.
Yeah, and sometimes it's generated by the device itself, right? So the device will just tell you, type in this code on your
Oh.
keyboard, and you'll be connected, okay?
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So, and even this Braille display that I have up here on the screen right now, it's called the Braille pen. This operates via Bluetooth. It has no connectivity. It has no opportunities for wired connection. So it can't connect with anything unless it's Bluetooth. So there are, like I said, more and more devices that are being made now that only have that type of connectivity, and it's definitely becoming a standard. Oh, and not becoming, it definitely is a standard.